Hi, this is DarkFox127 and welcome back to end of the Starfield Creation Kit tutorial video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the Starfield Plugin Bridge to take ESPs from the Creation Kit and convert them into ESM files that xEdit will read, let you make changes, and then you can use this plugin bridge to then convert them back for use in the Creation Kit. So why might you want to do this? Well, there are a number of reasons. The two main ones for me at least are that you can remove dirty edits, which otherwise, especially when dealing with small and medium masters, xEdit doesn't like you doing. But then after you've done that, you can get it back into the Creation Kit so you don't have to keep removing those dirty edits every time you come back to the mod and you make changes. A good second reason is if you are downloading mods from the Nexus and people have not provided their ESP files and you want to go in and make some changes for yourself for your own game, you can do that using this mod, and you can also get it back out of xEdit and again into the Creation Kit. So it's got a number of really good uses. The only restriction that I found is because of the way that xEdit manages ESMs. There are some restrictions there due to the changes that Bethesda made with the whole plugins, the use of ESPs versus ESMs, light, medium and full masters. Anything that relies on a small or medium master, this likely isn't going to work for, because xEdit will refuse to make the changes and make a save of that file. So that's the main restrictions. The other thing that this tool does do is it will allow you to remove the master requirement of the blueprints.esm, which, as I understand, should not be a master of any files at all. So if that is something that you have, this tool can do it, although I won't be covering that in this video because it's out of scope of what I want to go through. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Before you can use the Starfield Plugin Bridge with xEdit, you will need xEdit itself. If you already have the latest version, skip to the next part of this video. If you don't and you're wondering where you can get it from these days, you will need to navigate to their xEdit Discord server, and then down the left here, once you've gone through the introduction, if you're not already a member, you will need to go under the xEdit category and xEdit builds and locate their latest build that they have released to the community. At the time of this video, it's 4.1.5k. And just go ahead, download this, and then get that installed. I'm not going to cover installation here, that's outside of this video, but you can use it loosely, or you can tie it into Vortex or Mod Organizer 2, as I'm going to be doing shortly. For the Starfield Plugin Bridge, all you need to do is head to the Nexus page, which will be linked in the description down below. I recommend first of all that you do give the description a full read. It's got additional information on here that I'm likely not going to be covering in this video that you ought to know. And then when you're ready, you can go to the files section and you can either download this with a mod manager, as I will be showing in this video for Mod Organizer 2, not Vortex, as I don't use it, or you can use the manual download and place it wherever. However, there might be a file or two that do specifically need to be in the data folder, as we will see shortly. So I'm going to go and do Mod Manager download. Give that a moment to load Mod Organizer. Go to my Downloads tab here. Go all the way down to the bottom in my case, where it puts my latest downloads. Right click, install, OK. Activate it down the left hand side, and if I just right click, open in Explorer, as you can see here, we've got a number of files. We have a folder for the Starfield Plugin Bridge. Within here is the source, a quick start guide in text format, which is quite useful, and you also have the Starfield Plugin Bridge executable itself that will be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. If we go back one, this file, if you are doing anything to do with the blueprints, this file especially needs to make sure you need to make sure it's sitting in the data folder, which in this format, as we've installed with the mod manager, it would be anyway. So there's the Starfield Plugin Bridge installed. What we're going to go ahead and do now is take one of my mods and essentially convert it. Before you do anything in regards to conversion, you are going to want to make sure that the Creation Kit and xEdit are closed and your ESP is not open in any other programs at all. And then once that is done, you can go back into the Starfield Plugin Bridge here, open up that folder, have this to the side, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to drag that over to the side there, and I'm also going to use my Simple Needs Work in Progress mod not a final name, it's just a little mod I'm working on for myself, and open that in Explorer as well next to it. Drag this over to the left, open up the original, and have these side by side. And the easiest way to do this is to take the ESP, drag it and drop it onto the executable. Now, what this mod does do, it will make a backup of any files that it's going to be making a change to. However, just to be safe, it doesn't hurt to keep backups of your own, whether you do that manually, or you can also do so using Mod Organizer by just right-clicking and doing a create backup. I've already got a backup of my mod, so I'm going to go ahead, grab this ESP, and I'm going to move it over and drop it onto the Starfield Plugin Bridge. And what that will do, as you'll see on the left, it has created a simpleneeds.x.esm, as it's intended to be a file that you can now use with xEdit. It's ESM format, and what I will note here is you can actually do this in the creation kit itself. So if you had the creation kit open anyway, you could go ahead and export it, but as long as you export it in a full master and not a small or a medium, you should be absolutely fine, and xEdit would read it. But this is just a much quicker option sometimes if you're in a hurry. And now that I have that file sat there waiting, I can just go back to Mod Organizer. I have xEdit installed here and connected to Mod Organizer 2. It's actually been renamed SF1 Edit, which is something you will need to do when you install xEdit for use with Starfield. And I'm just going to hit run. Give that a few moments to load. I'm going to right click, select none, and then I'm going to select my simpleneeds.x.esm. Make sure you don't use the ESP, and it is the ESM. So I'm going to tick that one, hit OK. And this is going to go through, load all the various references, do its thing, and then once this is finished, we can go ahead and do what we need to do. Okay, once you see background loader finished at the bottom there, you can go ahead and start making changes. Now, as it is, I don't actually need to do any changes with this mod. However, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to show what happens if I have got something that I've changed that, let's say I didn't want this and I wanted to just remove it. I would right click, remove it, hit yes, confirm yes again, and then I'll say, oh, fantastic, I've gotten rid of that dirty edit. Now I want to save this and I want to throw it back into the creation kit to continue doing some work. So I can go ahead at the top here and click save. And what this will do, you'll need to make sure the top is ticked here. You can also back up the plugin just in case anything goes wrong. Click OK. That should save your ESM. Again, as long as it's not relying on any other light or medium masters, it shouldn't moan, it should just save, and you can go ahead and close xEdit. Now when I return to my folder, you can see here it has just updated that file, but now what I need to do is get this and make it so it's an ESP that I can load back into the creation kit again if I want to continue to make changes. And the way that I'm going to do that is yet again, just line these up side by side, and I'm going to grab my simpleneeds.x.esm, and I'm just going to do it the other way now. Just drop it in again and it will do it backward. And like I say, what it's done, it's created a backup. So the simpleneeds.esp with a load of numbers .bak is a backup file. This is in case anything does go wrong and you need your original. So that is your original. And then what it's done is it's replaced the simpleneeds.esp with this nice new one here. And this can now be loaded into the creation kit. Now, after you do convert back to creation kit, it is recommended that you do then go ahead, get it loaded in the creation kit and save it at least once. And that is just about it. You should be good to go. And that is just about it for another Starfield Creation Kit tutorial video. So I hope you found it useful. Please let me know in the comments section below. Hit that like, subscribe and bell notification if you want to see more videos like this going forward in the future. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will speak to you next time.